over 100 pairs of shoes in these bins behind me. They are from several thrift trips, and we have a good mix of some bolo brands, some bread and butter brands that I pick up all of the time because I know they sell good for me. And there are plenty of shoes in these bins that I picked up solely based on style because that is my favorite way to source. And throughout this thrift haul, I will be sharing a little bit more about that. I'll explain what I look for in shoes when it comes to style. None of these shoes have been processed, so all of the tags are still attached. So I'll be telling you my cost of goods as well. That way you know about how much is a good price to pay for these things. We're going to start off with this bin right here that is one of the oldest. So a lot of these things that I have in here, I even forgot what they are. So this is going to be kind of like an unboxing for me too. Starting off with these booties right here, and I guess most of the stuff in here are booties. They are some Born of Concept buckle booties with a low heel in the back. These don't do that well for me during the summer, but I don't mind picking them up if I can find them at a good price, because I know once we get close to September, these kind of things fly off the shelves for me. So I don't mind listing them now and waiting for them to sell, especially if I can get them at this price. Everything was 50% off, so these were $3.50. That is a great price to pay for these. These are a size 8.5 and they are faux leather. Next pair of booties, these right here was definitely a style based pickup because they have the pointed toe, they have a little bit of a platform, and they have this tapered chunky heel in the back. These were $7.50 and these are by the brand Azalea Wang. I don't even remember if I looked them up or not, but I'm pretty sure these will do really well just based on style, especially as I said, once we get closer to fall and winter, these will have no problem moving, I'm sure. And these are a size 6. Next we have a pair of combat boots in this beautiful chestnut brown. They are in excellent condition. I did look up this, I remember, but I don't recall what the comp said. Nonetheless, these were $6.50. It says they're Kodiak Canada's boots. They are waterproof and they are a size 6.5. The insoles look like they are in great condition too. So again, based on style, I have a pretty good hunch that these will do okay. I recently sold a pair that looks similar to this in the Skechers brand for over $40, I think. Here we have some wedge booties. It looks like there's some distressing towards the toe box, but I'm pretty sure that's factory made. These right here were $3.50 and they are by a brand called Hinge. Here's what the bottoms look like. I just like the overall distressed look of these boots. The colors pretty, and I'm pretty sure they're real leather. They are, and they are a size 7.5. These are by a brand called Rebecca Minkoff. Some pointed toe tan suede boots with some stunning details going around the trim. Something that I look for all of the time. I find shoes that have studs, rhinestones, diamonds. I always look through it very carefully to make sure none of those are missing, because that does lower its value a little bit. You have to disclose that in your description, and anytime you disclose any sort of flaw, then you have to take off a few bucks so that the price makes sense. These were $4.50 and they are in great condition. I've sold Rebecca Minkoff boots once before. I don't remember exactly how they did. I'll post it here just so that you see about how much you can expect for them. I just remember they did good, so I picked those up. Then we have some more pointed toe black boots. These are by the brand Mark Fisher. They are a size 8.5. Excellent condition all over. And these were $4.50. All of these boots basically, or at least a lot of them, I picked them up based on style, but also because these are the kind of things that move for me during the fall. I don't mind picking them up, prepping them, and listing them now because some may sell here and there, but I know come fall, they're going to literally sell like crazy. So it's kind of like I'm investing for the future. But when I was just starting off in my reselling journey, I wouldn't even go through the boot section during the summer. I was focused on things that were going to sell quickly for me. So if you're just starting, that's one tip I want to throw in here for you. You want to take care of your investment and make sure it's something you're going to get back quickly. So if that was the case for me, I wouldn't be investing in these things that are probably going to take longer to sell. I would be focusing on the sandals and just other summer shoes. These right here, I was really debating whether to pick up or not because the distressing is really heavy on them, but because they are Western style boots, distressing on these can be a little bit more forgiven. They don't affect the value of them much. This is what the bottom looks like. Again, just a little bit of wear. It was very hard for me to see the tag inside because it's so dark since they're so long and there's no side zipper. I was even using my phone flashlight to try to see, but they looked very familiar to me, and sure enough, when I checked my closet, I've sold these before. They are by the brand called Matisse. Matisse on its own is already a brand that performs fairly well, so when you mix that up with this style of Western boot, it is a really good combo. These right here were $5, and I'm hoping that I can get them looking in a lot better shape with some balsam leather cleaner thing. I'll take off some of these scuffs. I'll stuff them with brown paper to get rid of some of these creases, and hopefully this ends up being a profitable sale. Some more pointed toe boots, but these right here are a brown color. They look a little bit distressed too, but again, it's factory made, it's intentional. These are, they have some Dr. Scholl's gel inserts inside, but they are by the brand called So Naturalizer. Naturalizer is a brand that I sell a lot of. It's one that I'd consider my bread and butter brands. A lot of them aren't going to sell for a lot, but they are going to sell quickly for me and leave a decent profit at the end. This one is kind of like, what would you call it? A sub-brand. That's what you call it. A sub-brand of Naturalizer. And I pick it up when I can find it at a good price. These were $8.99, half off. They were $4.50, and they are a size 10. Kind of like a Western vibe, so I'll be sure to add that keyword in my title. Next we have some Allegria boots. I don't think I've ever sold boots by this brand. I always just get their clog nursing style shoes. There are plenty of reasons why I decided to get these shoes. The number one reason was the price. They were $3.50. This thrift store is crazy. They have lots of Allegria shoes, but a lot of them are priced at like $30, $25. So half off, you can get them for like $12 to $15. So those, unless the style is a very rare one, I just leave them behind. But these, they priced at $6.99, so I was able to score them for $3.50 on half off. They are also slip resistant. They are in great condition. And the size on these, let's see, it says 38, so I think that's like around an 8 or a 9 in US. Here we have some pointy style, but cut out boots. They are by the brand Free People. You can hardly tell at the bottom or even in the insoles that they are Free People, but because I've sold plenty of these style of shoes by them, I recognize what they were before I even started looking over them. These were $3.50. They are a size 39, so like a 9 or a 10, and they do look a little bit beat up, but I think I can do some stuff to get them looking a little bit better. These, I don't even know why I picked them up. I should have left them behind. I think I was already towards the end. I was in a hurry. I was making bad decisions. These were $10. They are Vans, they are men's, and they are a size 10. The reason why I regret picking these up is because later, after thinking about it more, I realized I have some shoes that look just like this in my closet that have been sitting for a very long time and have not sold. So it's kind of a dumb idea to add another one to the mix. But maybe I'll get lucky and someone will come around at just the perfect time to sweep these up. I think also though, these are suede. That I didn't realize till just now. They're suede, and the ones I have in my closet are canvas fabric type. So hopefully that makes a difference. I usually do well with Vans, but these right here, like the wider kind, these chunkier type shoes, they sit for a little bit longer for me. Here we have these shoes called My Slippers. I picked up 2 of these this day. I picked up 1 men and 1 women's, mostly because they are like new. I think I'm going to list them as new without tags because they have everything inside and there's literally no sorts of wear at the bottom. These were $6.50. They are a men's size 13 and they are real leather upper. I've never sold this brand before. The women's are a mint green color and I have those listed in my closet right now. I don't see any sort of activity going on with them, so I'm not sure how this brand is going to do. Maybe it's going to take a little bit of time. Maybe it's going to sell when we get closer to the cold weather, when people are looking for slipper style shoes to wear outside. I'll have to get back to you about how well these shoes do. This is another shoe that I kind of wish I would have done comps on. They are Adidas Stan Smith shoes. I picked them up because I've seen them on Poshmark's trending page. This was one of their trend style recommendations. These were, let's see, $15. They are a size 12. And they are men's. They're in overall good condition. It's just the bottom that's going to need a lot of work that I wish I didn't have to do. Here's a great brand to look out for in the summer. Olukai. It's what did they tell me? Someone told me in my YouTube comments. This is a fishing hook, I think they said. So look out for that all summer. They sell for me in sandals, in their boat shoes, their outdoor shoes. They do really well. These are men's sandals. I paid $8.50 for them, and these are a size 13. They do have a little bit of peeling at the front, and I kept going back and forth with should I pick them up or not. You can see it more clearly right here, but in the end I decided to just go for it because this brand tends to do well. I've picked up shoes by them with a little bit of flaws and it did well too, so I took the chance. Here we have some more booties that I picked up based on style. I paid $5 for these. They are a size 6.5, and I don't even know how you say this brand. I'm not sure if you'll be able to see it inside. Say Shells or something. I've seen it before, I think. I've done comps and I didn't like what I saw, so I left them behind. But these here, I really like the style, so I think that alone is gonna sell them. Here we have some Ariat boots. I always say that wrong. I try to think. It's like Elliot, but Ariat. Ariat boots. They are black. They have a little bit of embroidery on the shaft. They are, let's see, would you say this is a square toe? No, I think this is still considered a round toe. They're a size 7.5, and I paid $17.50 for these. They are in great condition all over. And this brand of boots I pick up as long as I can find them for about that price. Maybe even 25 or below if they are a good style. I will even go up to 30, just depending. This brand sells for me all year long, more in the summer, but I pick them up and sell them throughout the whole year. Here we have some men's boots. They are some Timberland Chelsea style boots. I paid $8.50 for them. They are a size 13, genuine leather on top. These, I think it's mostly because of the price. $8.50 for a high quality boot like this. The fact that it is a Chelsea boot, which is a popular style, that's why I decided to pick these up. Here we have some more Ariat boots. These were $32. They are a men's and they are a size 13D. Maybe that was a bit much to pay for these. I'm not sure why I decided to go for them. But they do have a little bit of embroidery here on the shaft. They are in excellent condition. They will just need a little bit of a wipe down. But I'm thinking that I may have overpaid for these. I don't know what I was thinking at the time. But hopefully they end up doing well. Alright, so that's the end of the first spin. Let's move on to the next one. This bin right here is actually just about halfway full because I already started digging into it to start posting some of the items. Most of these are going to be tennis shoes, and the first pair of shoes are New Balances. These were $17.50. I don't know what I was thinking with these. They are a size 10, and I guess they are a size women. I'll share a quick hack with you. When I'm struggling to find whether shoes are men's or women's, I look at the EU sizing. So since these say size 10, EU 41, that tells me that they're women's, because if they're men's, the EU size would be a lot bigger than that. They are black, they are mesh. I don't know if I looked them up and saw that comps were good, because $17.50 for a pair of New Balance shoes is a little bit high. Here we have some Brooks shoes. These were $12 and they are a size 7.5. I am not good with athletic shoes. Most of the shoes that I pick up are heels, dress shoes, work shoes, some flats, loafers. Those are the kind of things that I feel better about when I'm picking up. When it comes to athletic shoes, I always feel so lost at the thrift store looking up comps and being undecided whether to pick up things or not. So this is my attempt at trying to get better at athletic shoes. We'll see how this goes. Again, some more New Balances. These I think I picked up just based on the fact that they are like new. There's hardly any wear on them. Inside it says they are the fresh foam. They are the 880. I don't know what any of that means. They are a size 9.5 and I paid $15 for these. Here we have a pair of Sperry shoes. They have a little bit of ruching going on in the front. It is a dark blue color and they were $6.50. These right here are a size 7.5 and here is what the bottom looks like. I sell some Sperry shoes, but a lot of the times they do sit for a little bit. They always end up selling okay though. This is my second time picking up this shoe brand. It is called Birdies. These shoes do really well. They have a high average sale price, so I'm hoping to find more of them. These were only $6.50 and I really love the style. Overall, great condition. I have a feeling these are gonna do good. They are a women's size 9 and they are leather and fabric upper. Here we have a Keds and Kate Spade collab. I've sold this style of shoe lots of times. These were $15. They are a size 8.5. I have a pair of shoes like these listed in my closet right now. They are the platform style and they've been sitting for a lot longer than these shoes usually do. I'm wondering if I overpriced them or if their value and sell-through rate is starting to go down a bit. I'm going to try lowering the price of those, and then once I get these listed I can kind of assess that a little bit more, because in the past I would list them and they would sell within days, no longer than a week, at a very good price. But if I see that these take a while or they don't sell for that good of a price, then I will know that performance is starting to go down. Here we have these Reebok shoes. They are like a butter yellow color. These are like a classic style, which is why I decided to pick them up. They are a women's size 10. They are in great condition all over. They're just going to need a little bit of cleaning at the bottom. And let's see, I paid $7.50 for these, so not that bad of a price for this condition of shoe in this classic style. Next we have these Toms. The style of these is called Alpargata or something like that. I pick up these every once in a while. These were $8.50. The selling price of these is about $25 when you get lucky, more closer to $20. So I really need to stop picking these up, but I have several of them that I need to list. But I'm thinking I'm going to start putting those in my no-low list, which is a list of shoes that I do not pick up no matter what. I would pick them up if they were cheaper, but it seems like the thrift stores I go to always settle on this price. $16.91, so half off for me would be $8.50, which is just a bit much to pay. Converse is a brand that I pick up all of the time. I really like picking it up because they sell fast for me. All kinds of colors I pick up and post and they sell. These were $7.50 and they are a women's size 6. They're like a light gray color and overall they are in good condition. Here's some more. These are a blue color, so this colorway sells even better because it's just a classic color. They were also $7.50 and they are a size 7.5. Here is a Bolo brand. It is called Kuru. Kuru, and here's what their logo looks like. I visit their website every once in a while. I am subscribed to their email newsletter, so I get some of their emails as well, and I do that just to stay updated on the trends when it comes to these style of shoes. They are very big on creating shoes that are comfortable all around. They have shoes for hiking, for work, for walking outdoor. They're a really good brand and their shoes sell really well online. These were $6.50 and they are a size 6.5 in women. I have some more Vans, but these right here are a little bit of a different style. They are a chunky platform, a beautiful brown color. They are a size 7 in women's and I paid $15 for these. That's a little bit up there, so we'll see how these do. This next pair of shoes I picked up mostly because the price was cheap. They were $5. This is a pretty colorway with the tan color, the white, and then the mint green accents on the laces and the logo here on the side. They are women's and they are a size 5.5. More Vans, but these right here are extra special because they are a collab. Anytime you find a collab with Vans or in Crocs, when there's a collab, those tend to do well. Even Keds, when there's a collab with them, the Kate Spade one or any other, those are really worth looking up because sometimes that adds value to them when they've collaborated with something else that's popular. These right here I paid $15. They are Marvel Vans and they are men's and women's. They are unisex. The women's size is 8.5 and the men's size is a 7. They look more like a men's style of shoe to me, so I think I'm going to go with the men's 7 when I list them. If I see that they're not selling after a while, then I'll switch over to marketing them as a women's size 8 instead. Overall great condition everywhere, and I think these will do well. These next pair of shoes lead me to a dilemma I've been having that hopefully you can help me with. I'm going to try to make long story short with these, but if you just want to continue on with the thrift haul, then skip ahead a minute or two. The other day, a few weeks ago, I was at the thrift store. I spotted the coveted teal bottom flats, which are these right here, teaks. This is a big bolo that a lot of resellers are on the lookout for because they sell for hundreds of dollars online. I spotted them, I looked at them, I was happy that I found them. I saw the price, they were only $6.99, half off, $3. I was over the moon excited. And then I keep walking down the aisle and I see another pair. And then I keep walking and I see another pair and another pair and another pair. And I grabbed all of them at first, but then I started thinking, this doesn't make any sense. There's 10 pairs of teaks here. They all look like new, no sort of wear whatsoever. They're priced at $3. How do I know that these are all real? So I started Googling, but nothing was coming up. There's literally no articles out there that show how to authenticate teaks. If you know of any, drop them in the comments. I was looking at videos, none were popping up. So then I just started going onto Poshmark and eBay and looking up at teaks that other people have listed and comparing, and it was just so hard to tell. I didn't want to take the gamble buying 10 shoes and them not being real. So I just got 2. They do fit me. If they turn out not to be real, I can keep them. But if you have any websites that you use to authenticate shoes that don't charge that much, leave that in the comments too. I've been having these for a while. I keep pushing them back in the line because I really don't want to take the chance. If I find out that they are real, I'm going to be very upset at myself for not picking them all up, but I'm going to be a little bit less upset because at least I picked up 2 so I can get these sold. But anyway, let me show you these up a little bit closer. So these right here are black and tan lace. This is what the bottoms look like. Here is what the brand looks like, and here's what the inside looks like. I should know what real leather looks like. To me, this looked like fake leather, but then the ones I was seeing listed online also looked like fake leather, so that's why I was so unsure. These right here are a iridescent metallic type color, and these are a size 8 as well. I believe all of the ones that were there were size 8. Okay, so with that completes this next bin. Let's move on to the next ones. There should be some more summer style shoes in there because it's my most recent thrift haul. I haven't started listing any of those. Moving on to the next bin, we have a good mix of sandals, flats, slip-on shoes, sneakers, and we're going to start off with these right here. Some more Converse. They are a slip-on style. You don't have to tie these shoelaces at all, so that's super convenient. They are a women's size 8. And I don't see the price tag on it, but normally they price these at $7.50. Well, $14.90 something, but half off would be $7.50. Here we have some Clarks slip-on comfort shoes. They were $2.50. That must have been the main reason why I picked these up. They are a size 7.5. And I think from what I've seen that this is one of the most popular Clark brands. As you know, they have several different variations. There's Clark's Artisan, Clark's Cloud Steppers, there's Collection, Unstructured, so many things. But this one I think is the most popular, the Clark's Cloud Steppers, because they are extra comfortable. For them being that low of a price, they're also in great condition. These right here are some UGG platform sandals. They were $8.50. They are a size 9.5. And there are so many cool keywords that I can use with these. First of all, the platform. I can use chunky. I can use flat form. That is another keyword that I use a lot during the summer with these sandals. They are a metallic color, so for all of those reasons, I think these will end up doing well. And as I'm holding these, they are super lightweight for them being some flat form sandals. So I'm going to try to remember to add that in my description just so they know that they're not chunky and heavy. Recently I had a return on eBay. Someone bought some platform loafers and they returned them because they were too heavy. So maybe some people want the platform style, but they don't want them to be that heavy on their feet. Next we have some Crocs sandals. They were $8.50 and they're these super bright yellow slip-on slides. They have a charm on the side with the logo. I've been buying a lot of Crocs lately, but I think I need to slow my roll on them because they're not selling for that much. Normally they sell a little bit fast, but it's hard to get a lot for them. I think it has to be their wedge styles, platform styles, some that are super embellished. Those are the ones that go for a lot, but the problem is that some of the thrift stores here price up those super embellished Crocs for a lot. They'll be like $30, so then I get them for $15, and there's just not that much wiggle room there for me to price them at a good price, give discounts to get them moving, and all of the things I do. Here we have a brand that I'm not going to stop picking up anytime soon, and that is Torrid. This is definitely one of my bread and butter brands. These were $3, pointed toe flats with the 3 straps all along the front, excellent condition on the bottom. Well, maybe not that excellent, but great, good enough. I'm sure they will get sold. This is a brand that I was talking about in my most recent video, I think it was. Yeah, it was. My monthly income reseller report. There, I was talking about this brand, Fit Flop. Here's what it looks like in case you don't know. I used to pick it up every summer, all summer, because I could find them at a very good price. And they sell for $30 or above, even $40 depending on the style you get. So this was a very profitable brand for me. But now they started pricing it up. I guess they realized it was a good brand. They will price it at $25, $30 or more. And that is just not going to do it for me. These right here though were $3.50. So when some of them slip through the cracks like that, I definitely pick them up. As long as they're in good condition and I don't have to do a lot of work to get them cleaned up, prepped and ready to be photographed, I pick them up if I can find them at that low of a price. These right here have rhinestones all in the front, a little bit more of a slingback style because they have the strap in the back. Excellent condition at the bottom, not that much cleaning that is going to be needed, and these are a size 9. Here we have just some classic Nike slides. They are in like new condition, which is why I picked them up. I'm thinking that I can get anywhere from $18 to $20 for these, and they were $4. A easy picture, easy listing, maybe not that big of a profit, but it'll be something. Ooh, these right here are very beautiful. There are some loafers, croc embossed, a beautiful like olive green color, the tassel detail in the front, and they are by J. Crew, and it says made in Italy. I do pick up a lot of J. Crew shoes, even J. Crew Factory, which is when they have the little 3 dots at the bottom. When they are a little bit of a more simple style, I try to pay less for them, but for something like this, I'm willing to pay up. These, luckily, I didn't have to because they were $6.50, but if I needed to pay $10, $12 for a J. Crew shoe that was a high quality style, I definitely would. There's a lot of room for profit in high quality J. Crew shoes. Here we have some more Crocs. Speaking of, they are some ballet flats with the cap toe, the gold right here. They are a bigger size in a size 10. This is another brand that I was talking about in my reseller income report. It is Boutique by Corky's Red Mules. I'm pretty sure they're faux suede. This brand rarely does real suede or real leather. Yeah, they are faux suede and they are a size 10, and I paid $3.50. So these is a brand pickup, but mostly it's a style pickup because they're a mule, a flat, a beautiful red color, super soft and just elegant looking, but yet casual. I think these have a chance to do really well. Here we have some Clark sandals that are platform style. This kind of sandal I sell a lot during the summer. These were only $4.50. The size on these is a size 6, and it is a black suede wedge style. Some more fit flop sandals. I did pay up for these, it looks like. I paid $12.50. They are a size 7, but hopefully because they are rhinestone embellished, they can go for a little bit above $30. At least that's my goal. Some more Crocs here. These here were $5. They are a size 10 as well. Next we have this brand called Dream Pairs. This brand is not gonna bring you lots of money. It is not worth that much, but they do tend to sell because your shoes are pretty trendy. These were only $4.50 and they were like new, and that's about how much I'm willing to pay for these shoes. Below $5, preferably $3 or $4, and I want them to look like new. If they look a little bit used, or if they're anywhere above $5, I leave them behind. But because these are more formal shoes, party shoes, a lot of people look out for these, and they like to buy them on reselling sites because most of the time they're just gonna wear them that day. They're not gonna continue to wear them, so they don't want to pay full price at department stores for shoes like these. At least that's my thought process behind it. Oh my god, some more Crocs. These are a Mary Jane style Croc. They are brown and pink, and these were $5. They are a size 8. I'm going to look at my numbers very carefully after I list all of these Crocs that I've been showing you, because I want to make sure that that profit margin is worth it. I mean, they usually do flip pretty quickly, but I think that that lower price that they sell at is not cutting it for me. At $5, I guess it's a good price, but once we get into the 8s, 10s, 12s, I need to start being a lot more careful there. Here we have some white mountain shoes. This is another brand that I was talking about in that reseller income report, because their sandals have been setting for me. But these are some beautiful ballet flats with the bow detail, some perforation, a like dusty blue color, in excellent condition. They are a size 6, and I paid $3.50 for these. This is a brand that's slowly becoming one of my bread and butter brands. It is Earth Origins. I paid $6.50 for these. A beautiful bronzy color, wedge style shoe, strappy style, and they are a size 7.5. So like I said, I've been buying this brand a lot more often and it's been selling for me, so I'm going to continue to pick it up. Here we have these shoes that I'm pretty sure I did not even do comps on. The thing that happened with this thrift haul, now that I'm remembering, this one and I guess this other bin that I'm gonna show next, I got in line because it was very long. Here at the thrift stores in Texas, it can get crazy sometimes. The line can wrap around several times throughout the store. People get confused. They don't even know where the line starts, where it ends. It can get crazy. So as soon as I see the line is getting really long, I start getting in line, or if I have someone with me, I tell them to go stand in line while I finish up. So that was the case with this thrift haul. I got in line, but then it started going a lot faster, and so I needed to hurry up and make my decisions faster. I had a bunch of shoes. I was looking through them, trying to decide which ones I was getting, which ones I wasn't, and in the end I ended up making swift decisions, so who knows if they're going to be good or not. That's the case with these shoes. They are by this brand called Drew, which I faintly remember buying this brand once before, but it was like a chunkier nursing style shoe, and it sat around for a very long time. I had to relist it several times, lower the price to get it moving. So hopefully I have a different fate with these, because they are a classic comfort pump, a beautiful color, and they are a larger size. It seems like they look pretty big to me. Oh, they're only a size 8, but yeah, $6.50 is what I paid for them. They are a lower heeled shoe. Sometimes people search out for that. They want office style shoes that don't have a super high heel, so hopefully those end up doing good after all. Like Torrid, this is another brand that I pick up all of the time. It is Lane Bryant, and I say like Torrid because both of those shoes are like wider fit for plus size. This is a beautiful fabric, flat, super cushiony insole. They are a size 8 wide, and I paid $3 for these. This is a style of shoe in a brand that I've been selling a lot lately. It is Born of Concept, and the style here is basically just strappy sandals. Strappy slides, strappy gladiator sandals, all of that. I sell a whole bunch once it starts getting hot outside. These were $3. Usually I can get a little bit below $24 for them. Sometimes it will be a little bit higher if they have a little bit more substance to them, like a chunkier platform, maybe rhinestones everywhere, things like that. But when they're kind of simple like this, a little bit below $24 is what I can get for them. Here's that brand again that I was talking about earlier, Earth Origins, that is slowly becoming one of my bread and butters. These were $6.50, and this style of sandal is another one that I sell all summer, like a sporty comfort walking type sandal. These are a gray leather, and they are a size 9, and they look like they've never been worn too. This is one that was a swift decision. They are Rockport. I didn't have a chance to look them up, but they are an unusual color. Normally loafers are like black, brown, sometimes gray. So hopefully it was a good decision in the end. These were $6.50. Okay condition all on the bottom. Here we have some more dream pair shoes. Again, I don't expect to get much for these. Usually I sell them for $18, sometimes $20 if I'm lucky. And when I'm really lucky, people will buy them full price at my listing price, which is usually about $24. These were $4.50, and they are a dark blue color. And again, they look like new, because that's the only way I will pick up dream pairs, if they look like they've never been worn. Here we have some Bandolino sandals. They are red, strappy, stretchy, and they are a size 8, and I paid $5 for these sandals. Here we have some black loafers by this brand, which again, I keep mentioning that video, but I also mentioned this brand in my reseller income report. It is a brand that I would pick up no matter what. I saw it, I picked it up, as long as it wasn't falling apart and in very bad condition, because it would do really well for me. But lately, I am leaving a lot of it behind because it's sitting way too long for me. So I try to pick up shoes that have a little bit of more substance to them, that are more trendy, Like these right here, a loafer style slip on. I sell this shoe even in lower end brands, so that's why I felt confident in picking this up. They were $4.50 and they have suede and leather, more of like a penny loafer. A penny loafer is when they have a strap in the front. Usually it's a small slit, so that's why it's called a penny loafer. I guess back in the old days people would use it to put their change or something like that. I've read online. Slip-on penny loafer, classic style, does well in all sorts of brands, so I think I will have no problem moving it in this Louise et Cia brand. This is one that I still do pick up. As long as it's not falling apart in terrible condition, I will always pick it up and even pay up for it, but I usually don't have to because this is one that the thrift stores have not caught on to yet, and they price it really low. First of all, I paid $5 for it. I used to say nailed, but I think it's nailed. It is a Mary Jane style shoe, a sling back because it has a strap towards the back, black leather, a little bit of perforating patterns here in the front, and it is a larger size. Well, at least they look long to me. They are a size 42, so like a 11 or a 12. Excellent condition, like new condition. This is going to be a profitable one. Here we have some more Clark sandals like the ones I showed earlier, but these are in a tan color, the wedge style. These I paid $4.50, and they are also a size 6. Excellent condition all over. This is one of those that I didn't do comps on and I picked it up quickly because I was in a rush to pay. They are London Fog. I picked this brand up, I think, when I was selling clothing and some of their coats. These were $6.50, and they are a size 10, fabric upper with the stretchy style, a silver metallic color. So I mean, it has some good things going for it. Ballet flats I sell a lot, metallic colors I sell a lot. Here's some more Born of Concept sandals. Again, this is a style and a brand that I am going to be picking up a lot moving forward because it's the kind of things that are selling. These were $5 and they are a size 9. Now we're moving on to the next bin, but I switched to standing up because I was getting tired of sitting down. First, we have this brand, which is a pretty old brand called Dansko. This is known for work style shoes, comfort shoes. They make sandals, boots, and all sorts of things. Their most common style is that clog nursing style shoe. And that I will pick it up sometimes, but it has to have unique details, because if they're just simple black or just any simple patent leather type, they sit around and they don't sell for much. These here were $4.50. That is an excellent price for this style of boot in this condition. Just excellent all around. I think there are like a little bit of scuffs here and there, but that can be easily fixed with that Dr. Magic Balsam type thing. I've mentioned it many times on the channel, and actually I am getting ready to record a new and updated shoe cleaning video because I have changed some stuff around. I kind of want to share my process, so I will be recording that soon and uploading it on the channel. This is Dr. Scholl's, and this is also a comfort shoe brand, as you may know. And again, this one is one that you have to be very careful with the styles because a lot of them will just sit around. I try to pair it up with styles that I sell a lot of in other shoes, so like ballet flats, loafers, things like that. This one here is a style of shoe that I don't think I've sold that much in the past. It is a platform sneaker but mule style, but I liked how it looked overall. Beautiful color and an excellent price at $4.50. And aside from that, these things are just in excellent condition, so I think that these will do okay. Here we have Born of Concept boots. They are a Western style of boot. They were $6.50, leather on top, and a size 10. Then we have these here. They're also Born of Concept, but they have the triple buckle strap thing going on, making it more like a biker style boot. So that is the kind of keyword that I'm going to use for these. This is not Born of Concept. It's just Born. It's supposed to be like the higher end. It's Born. Those mostly are always made of leather, higher quality. And then there's Born of Concept. That's supposed to be kind of the lower end brand. At least that's the impression I get. And then there's Born Crown. I pick up all sorts of Borns, all the lines, all the time. This is an excellent style booty. They are $5. And I can feel the inside. It feels like corduroy, but they are a size 10. Here we have Vans. This is a brand that I pick up a lot, just like Converse. Like I said, I don't know much about just athletic type sneakers, but the Vans I do, Converse I do. There's a little bit that I do know, but I really need to start getting my knowledge up on those things because I see a lot of it. There are resellers who only focus on athletic type shoes, so they scoop up a bunch of it, but they do leave some of it behind, and the more I know about it, the more chances I have of picking up what they leave behind and making some profit on those. These are Galaxy style Vans. They have stars all over, which is why I decided to give them a chance. They are a women's size 7, a men's size 5.5. 5.5 for men's is on the lower end. That'd be more like a kid's size. So I'm going to market these as women's and go with the size 7. That's kind of my thought process behind it. When they're unisex, I go with the size that's most likely to sell. If they don't sell, then I just go back and switch it around. But these are like new, excellent condition, hardly any cleaning, just a quick wipe here and there. They were $12.50, so a little bit up there, but I have confidence that there'll be some profit there. More booties. These are Kohan booties, and these were $4.50. It's mainly the reason why I picked them up. I sell these a lot during the fall, but since I don't sell them that much during hot weather, I try to pick them up only if I can get them at a really good price. This is another brand that does really well during the summer. Right here you can see it. It says Morel. The bottoms look excellent. No sort of wear whatsoever. And these are hiking style boots. So that's also a style of shoe you can look out for during the summer. Hiking style. Whether it's sandals, boots, shoes, whatever. All of that does really well. Since these are in excellent condition, I didn't mind paying up. They were $12.50. And they are a size 6. I didn't even look these up at the store, so I hope I didn't make a mistake here because they kind of do strike me as like an older style Morel shoe. So I will have to see how that does. This is a new to me brand. Well, kind of, because I've picked it up once before. I actually mentioned it in the thrift haul that I did previous to this one, which I will leave linked right here. In that thrift haul, I also share a free downloadable sourcing checklist that lists everything out that I look for when I'm out sourcing. I try to pick up shoes that check most of those boxes on that sourcing checklist. I mentioned that checklist in that video, but I will also link that checklist below this video if you want to go download it. But in that thrift haul, I mentioned this brand. It's called Kizik. You can see it right there. K-I-Z-I-K. I found some women's pink shoes by them. They did have a little bit of wear. I threw them in the wash, listed them, and they sold fairly quickly. I was excited to find it again, and this time it's a men's shoe. I paid $7.50 for these Kizik shoes, if that's even how you say it. And these are a men's size 10, but they are also a women's size 11.5. Since these look more like men's, I'm going to go with the men's size on these when I list them. Hey Dude is the brand that these shoes are. I've sold this brand maybe once or twice before, maybe 3 times. The sell-through rate is pretty good. The average sale price is pretty good. I find them a lot, but most of the time they're in terrible condition, so I have to leave them behind. These looked pretty good. The insoles I may have to take out and throw them in the wash or give them a good scrub, but they were only $6.50 and they're a men's in a size 13, so a very good size. Once I get those insoles cleaned up, they're gonna be in excellent condition. Some platform style shoes, snake print, lace up. These right here are Torrid, so a wide fit. Torrid are always wide fit, and I always make sure to put that in my title. I'll put wide fit in my title, and then in my description I'll put wide width in case someone's looking for either of those terms. These are a size 7.5 wide. Excellent condition. I think they look like they've never been worn, and I can see right here in the tag that they were originally $70. These here, I was going back and forth whether I should pick them up or not. I've picked up this brand a couple of times, and it's one that can sit for a couple of months, but it always ends up selling, so I decided to go with it. They were $6.50. Here we have some more Sperry shoes. These were only $3.50. That was the main reason why I picked them up. They are in good condition. I don't see any sort of flaws. They are a size 10, just a classic slip-on shoe. These right here, I am almost 90% certain that I'm going to keep them. They are a size 8. I'm a size 7.5 for the most part. Sometimes I will go up to an 8. There's a little bit of room in the front, but I'm going to buy some insoles. Hopefully it all works out, and then I will keep them, but worst case scenario, I will list them. I paid $17 for these, so a little bit on the high end. I didn't even do comps. I'm not sure how much these shoes go for, but as I said, I'm going to try to get the insoles, keep them. If they don't work out, I will list them. These are some pretty shoes that I don't see that often. They are by Clarks. They're like a Chelsea style boot, but I guess more of what you'd call a shootie because it's between a shoe and a boot. These were $6.50. And they don't have a sub brand. Normally Clarks do. These just say Clarks and that's it. They're in excellent condition. They're a size 8.5. Here we have some Resell men's sneakers. Brown suede. I paid $6.50 for these. They are a size 11.5. I remember doing comps on these when I was in line. They must have been good because I decided to pick them up. Some more Croc shoes. These are slip resistant, non-marking, more like work style shoes, slip on. These were $4.50. They are a men's 7 and a women's size 9. This was a style based pickup. This brand is not a good one. It's called A New Approach. I would buy it when I was selling clothing at the very beginning of my reselling journey, and then I quickly realized it's not a good brand to pick up. I never pick it up in shoes either, but these right here is a great style. Penny loafer because of the strap in the front. Chunky lug sole. I can't even tell what color this is. It kind of looks like in between a gray and a green. They were $5 and they are a size 8.5. These shoes are by the brand Vans, which I've shown many of throughout this haul. They were $8.50, and I think the main selling point for these for me was the condition. They are like new. There's no sort of wear whatsoever. I could literally list them as is. So that was the main reason why I picked them up. They are a women's size 8. This is a good bolo brand to be on the lookout. It is called Clove. They are medical type shoes that nurses wear. I recently picked up some in this exact color, and it turns out that they did have some wear that I didn't notice at the thrift store. In the back, this was disconnected. I just went ahead and listed it like that and pointed it out very clearly in my description, in my pictures, and everywhere. But make sure you're looking over your shoes really good, because that will mess with your profits if you have to list them a lot lower than you intended to. These right here though is the total opposite. They are in great condition. Normally these will have a lot of creasing in the front because it is leather and people do walk on them all day. These don't have that much creasing. They look like new, and they were $6.50. Last shoe before we move on to our final bin. These are Keen. I've really slowed down. Well, not really. I've slowed down a little bit on picking up Keens because some of their styles are sitting for me. It used to be that I could just pick up any Keen shoes I saw, as long as they weren't that dirty and I didn't need to do a whole lot of cleanup, I would pick them up. But now I'm being a little bit more selective and trying to do my comps when I see some that I don't know and haven't picked up in the past. I have sneakers that have been sitting for a while, and I'm just trying to be more careful. This style though, I didn't need to do comps and I didn't think about it twice. It is a Mary Jane style shoe. That kind of shoe in Keen does well still. These were $8.50. They are a size 8. Moving on to the very last bin. Let's start with these Madden Girl shoes. These are by Steve Madden. Steve Madden has lots of sublines and I pick all of them up, but mostly I try to make sure they are good trendy style. When it's just Steve Madden, those I can get away with just getting their classics, Western boots, things like that. But with Madden Girl and other Madden sub brands, there has to be other factors to it in order for me to pick them up. These are white, they're patent leather, they have the Mary Jane, they're chunky, and they are a trendy style. I will use keywords like academia for these, chunky, retro. All of those are good keywords to use for that. Here we have some more Mary Jane style shoes. These are by a brand called Gianni Bernini. First time I picked up this brand, I got confused. I thought it was Gianni Beanie, but it turns out it's a different brand. They are memory foam, and these are the only style of shoes that I've ever sold by them. They're all Mary Jane pumps. I've never seen any other kind of shoes, but all of their Mary Jane pumps do well for me. I do have two in my closet right now that have been sitting for just a little bit, so maybe I need to go in and drop the price, but for the most part they do good. And I don't think I've ever gotten some that are white or perforated like this. Most of the other ones that I found are just black patent leather or blue patent leather, so I think these will do okay. The price on these was $4.50, so not a bad price at all. It's a larger size too. They are a size 12, and look at the condition. Immaculate. They do have a little bit of like marks here at the top, but I'm hoping I can get that off either with Glue Gun or with some nail polish remover. Hopefully I can get that fixed, because then they will be in excellent condition. Speaking of Steve Madden, here we have their Western boots. I'm sure I've sold this style of boot by them, but another color. I was going back and forth with these. They were only $5, but I don't know, I was just debating it. The bottoms are in good condition, but they do have a little bit of discoloration. In the end, I just threw them in the cart, took them. When I was checking out, a woman came by, got the shoes out of the basket there, and was showing her friends, look how cute these are. So her doing that validated my choice of picking these up. So hopefully someone else likes them as much as that lady did. Some more Mary Jane style shoes. This is by a brand that I don't pick up and pass up all of the time. Chase and Chloe. The only time I pick these up is when they are a very good style, like these here. The Mary Jane pump. In the front they have a wingtip. They have holes right here, which I call brogue detail. So once I add all of that to my title and description, I'm pretty sure they're going to sell. This right here is another style based pickup. It is by the brand called Covington, a brand I don't pick up, but again, because of the style, and it has similar details as those Mary Jane shoes, except they're lace up. These right here I will call Oxford. They have a cap toe. They also have the broguing detail here in the front and on the side. They're a mix of herringbone and patent leather, and these are a size 8.5. I paid $4.50 for these. This is another shoe that I was going back and forth with. They are Stuart Weitzman. Some of the shoes by this brand can sit. Some of them will sell really quickly. I guess it just depends on how old of a style the shoe is. These right here, I paid $3, so that's not bad. Here's what the bottom soles look like. They're pretty clean, but they do have some scraping towards the front. In the end, I decided to pick them up because they look rockabilly style to me. They have a peep toe going on with the white trim. They have the bow here, so a little bit coquette as well too. So those are all keywords that I'm going to add. Platform is another one. So because I had so many great descriptive words to use to sell these shoes, I decided to give them a try. This brand, just like the one I mentioned earlier called Dream Pairs, I will only pick up if it's in excellent condition. It is a brand called Lulu's, and they usually sell formal type clothing, long gowns, dresses, super girly party stuff. These were $4.50. It is a mule stiletto heel, a tan color, so a beautiful style. A good price, excellent condition. Here we have this brand called Tory Burch. I paid up for these. I paid $20, but the reason I did is because They are a pretty style of Tory Burch. They are quilted. They're the wedge style. They have a cap gold toe with the logo. I usually try not to pay that much for these, but when I have to, I just go ahead and do it. Like I mentioned in my reseller income report, I was talking about Tory. They always sell fast for me and for a high price. So I am very confident that I can make a decent profit on these, even though I paid $20. Here's this brand called Bio Heels, which I've sold either once or twice before. This is another comfort shoe brand. They were $9 they were $9.99. I paid half off, so $5. They're a strappy sandal with a low, almost wedge-like heel. These are a size 9, and just in general, this style of sandal I sell a lot of, where it's just a comfort walking type sandal, casual. I sell a lot in other brands, so I think I will have no problem moving it in Bio Heels. Here's another style-based pickup, kind of like the A&A, a new approach loafers. These are chunky, lug sole. They have the chain here in the front, which I don't know if it's as trendy as it used to be. I don't think it is, but we will see with these. They were $5. They are by the brand White Mountain. White Mountain are kind of hit or miss for me, unless it's the winter and it's their boots, but this style I think will do well. We shall see. Here we have my bread and butter for sure, Clark's, and this is their collection line. There's some shooties in between a boot and a shoe. They have some buckle strap details going on in the front. I paid $6.50 for these, and they are in excellent condition, like they've never been worn, and they are a larger size and a size 11. Here we have this brand again, Born, a cork wedge style sandal, and these I paid $6.50. These are in excellent condition, so I decided to go ahead and go for it. This is a style based pickup too. They are by the brand Steve Madden. I do pick up a lot of Steve Madden heels. They tend to do super quirky things, so I take a risk with them. I try to pick up those that I can use a lot of keywords to market them. These right here are padded. I recently saw that keyword on Poshmark on their trending page, padded sandals, so I'm going to be sure to add padded to that. They are square toe, they are metallic, they are gold, they are like new, and they were $7.50. They're called the Partey shoe, and they are a size 7.5. This is a high selling price brand. It's called Salvatore Ferragamo. They are just some classic pump style shoes. I paid $10 for these. Usually they sell, I think, around the $40 mark or a little bit higher. Sometimes the thrift stores will have these priced at like $20-$25 after the half off. So when I saw that these were only $10, I went ahead and picked them up. They are a size narrow. It says AA here in the size, so that's a little bit worrisome, but not that long ago I picked up some that were also narrow and they sold really well. They didn't take that long as I had thought. Hopefully the same scenario is the case with that. Here's some Born boots. They're Western style. I was selling these a lot. This same style, I mean, but it has slowed a little bit. These were $6.50, and the size of these are 7.5. Here we have some Kohan mule style wide strap crisscross sandals. They were $5, and these right here are a size 5.5. So a little bit of a smaller size, but you know, sometimes I say that smaller size sell a lot slower, but then I end up listing them and they end up doing okay. So hopefully that's the case with these. They are in excellent condition. A beautiful color because it is navy, but also a little bit lighter of a navy. Here are some Tom's booties, a beautiful rusty brown color. These were $6.50. Great condition overall. They are a size 8. I've listed this style of Tom's booty. That's what I call them, even though they have a peep toe. I just list them as ankle booties. I've listed many of them in the past. Over time, they started selling a little bit on the slower end and for a little bit less. but since those are a unique color, I think they'll do well. Here we have, let me see, there's an insole on these, and I saw that at the store. Normally when I see sticky insoles or sticky things on the heels, I take it off at the store to make sure it's not going to leave a sticky residue. These weren't, so I just left them in there. I will either keep them to use them for some different shoes, or I will ship them like this and show them that they do have extra insoles. These are by the brand Aldo, which I do pick up from time to time, but I also do leave a lot of them behind. These are a beautiful pump. They are ultra high heel. They have a big platform in the front, and they are pointed toe. I don't see pointed toe platform pumps a whole lot, so I thought that was unique about them. They're also the shiny leather, the patent leather, and I paid only $5 for these. This brand sells really fast for me. Usually it is Vionic. They are some slip-on mules with the knot detail, a beautiful plum purple color. They were $6.50 and they are a size 9.5. This was a total style-based pickup. I tried doing comps, but I didn't see that much stuff popping up about this brand. It is Daniela Cheval. If you know anything about it, let me know. I think I just saw 1 or 2 listings, but the price was high. These were $6.50. They are square toe gladiator style sandal with the mesh detail. Excellent condition overall. They look like they're high quality sandals, and because it's the summer, gladiator style shoes do really good, so I think I'll be able to make a decent profit on those. Here we have some fur booties that are, let me see, I think this is cheetah print. It's cheetah print when it's just spots, and it's leopard print when there's like rosettes. At least that's what I read online, but I still have trouble telling sometimes. These were $4.50 and they are by the brand Crown Vintage. There's some slip-on boots with the Chelsea style. They are leather upper. They are size 8.5 and they are the Chelsea style with the chunky block heel. Here we have some more pumps. These aren't as high of a heel, more minimalistic with the round toe and just a little bit of a platform. They are by this Nurture brand that I pick up every once in a while. It's not the best, but it does okay. These were only $3.50, which is why I decided to go with it. Just a neutral tan color. Lucky Brand is a brand that I sell a whole lot. These style of boots do really well for me in the fall and winter. These were $7.50 and they are a size 11, and here's the condition of these. This is a pretty boot. It has a lot of things going on. They are Gianni beanie. This is kind of like Steve Madden to me, but it does sell for a little bit more. They make a lot of quirky shoes. I pick up the ones that have a lot of cool accents and features going on that I can talk about in my titles and descriptions, and these are no different. They're beautiful, just tricolor black, the cream right here, the snake print. They're pointed toe, and look at this beautiful heel. It has like floral accents all around. I think this boot is gonna do really good. The price on these was $6.50. They are a size 5.5 and they are all leather on top. Next shoes here are by this brand called Aerosoles. These are a size 7.5. Aerosoles are another shoe brand that are known for comfort. These are a wedge style shoe, super strappy. They were only $3. They also have a zipper accent in the front, so enough cool details to get them sold. My goal for this video is to just come on here, try to explain my thought process behind my pickups to hopefully teach y'all something. So if I accomplished my goal, let me know in the comments down below if you learned something from this thrift haul. I will be trying to do more of these because I'm trying to be a little bit more consistent here with YouTube. If you like this, give me a thumbs up down below as well. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.